Have you ever been so scared of what might happen that you made a decision that actually made things 100 times worse? Imagine being one of the most respected people on earth, holding a literal promise from God that you're about to change the history of the world, and then, out of pure fear, you almost throw it all away by telling a lie that puts your own wife in danger. Today, we're diving into a part of the Bible most people gloss over, Genesis 20 and 21. It's a raw story about a man of faith who fails, a king who nearly loses his life for a mistake he didn't know he was making, and the miraculous moment a 90-year-old woman finally hears a baby cry. If you feel like you've messed up your own destiny, or that you are running out of time, you need to hear this. Stick around, because the moral at the end might just change how you see your own mistakes. So Abraham is traveling again. He moves into a new territory called Gerar, ruled by King Abimelech. Now Abraham's wife, Sarah, is striking even at her age, and Abraham gets terrified. He thinks, these people don't know God. They'll kill me just to take my wife. So he does the unthinkable. He tells everyone, she's just my sister. Now, technically, she was his half-sister, but it was a half-truth meant to deceive. It was a lie born out of pure survival instinct. King Abimelech, thinking Sarah is single, takes her into his palace. Suddenly, Abraham's fear has created a potential disaster for the entire lineage of Israel. But here's the twist. God steps in. God appears to the king in a dream and says, "You're a dead man." Talk about a wake-up call. Abimelech is terrified. He tells God, "I didn't know. I acted with a clean heart." And God actually agrees. He says, "I know. That's why I didn't let you touch her." It's a powerful reminder. Sometimes God is protecting you from situations you don't even realize you've walked into. Drop a amen in the comments if you are glad God protects you even from the mistake you don't see coming after the mess in Gerar is cleared up, with Abraham actually having to pray for the king he lied to. We hit the major turning point. Genesis 21 starts with these powerful words, "The Lord visited Sarah as he had said." For 25 years, Abraham and Sarah waited. They doubted, they laughed, they even tried to help God by making their own complicated plans. But at the set time, Sarah, at 90 years old, gives birth to a son. They name him Isaac, which means laughter. Sarah says, "God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me." Think about the humanity in that. The very thing they once laughed at in disbelief became the very thing they laughed at in pure, overflowing joy. If you've been waiting on a set time for a breakthrough, don't lose heart. Your Isaac moment is usually birthed right after your greatest test. But real life is messy, and the Bible doesn't hide the hard parts. Sarah sees Hagar's son, Ishmael, mocking Isaac. The old household tension boils over, and Hagar and Ishmael are sent away into the desert. This is the part of the story that feels so relatable today. Hagar is out of water. She's exhausted. She puts her son under a bush because she can't bear to watch him suffer. She's at her absolute breaking point. But watch the heart of God here. He hears the boy crying. He opens Hagar's eyes to see a well of water right there in the desert that she hadn't noticed before. He tells her, "Don't be afraid. I will make him a great nation too." This shows us that God's plan is big enough to care for the outcast just as much as the chosen. He is the God who sees you when you feel replaced, forgotten, or pushed aside by others' decisions. So, what's the takeaway from Genesis 20 and 21? First, your fear doesn't stop God's faithfulness. Abraham lied, but God still protected the promise. Second, God's timing is perfect, even when it feels late by our human standards. And third, He provides in the desert. Whether you're a Sarah in the palace finally holding your miracle, or a Hagar in the wilderness just trying to survive the day, God sees your tears. If you're in a waiting season right now, or if you feel like you've messed up your path, I want you to comment the word Isaac below as a declaration that your season of laughter is coming. And if this story encouraged you, hit that follow button and share this with someone who needs to know that God hasn't given up on them. Thanks for watching. Remember, God's promises don't depend on your perfection. They depend on His character. I'll see you in the next one.